how's it going? Edstar here, back with a video regarding next season. The fixture list has been out a couple of days. I'm really sorry I've not had a chance to film this, but I'm just going to give the fixture list as we've got it, and I'm going to be reacting to it with my thoughts. And we still don't have a fucking manager yet, and it's a bit of a shame, if it's shambolic if you ask me, but yeah, let's get straight into it. So the opening day of the season, we are taking on Chelsea. That is going to be a very difficult game to start with. What a fixture that is going to be. You know, Chelsea away, you know, the Champions League winners, you know, to start. That's a very difficult start for whoever the manager is going to be that day. I mean, as long as it's not Steve Cooper, I don't give a shit who it is, you know. Something needs to be done though about whoever it is. You know, we need clarity. You know, we need clarity on whose contracts are going, who's staying, who's going. You know, something just needs to happen pretty soon because it's getting really unsettling for the fans. And our first home game of the season is against newly promoted Brentford. That's at 3 o'clock on the 21st of August. These times are all subject to change, so please don't at me in the comments, you know, because TV fixtures will change this. Then we're scheduled to have West Ham United on the 28th of August away at the London Stadium. That will be a very difficult game. I mean, the next three are pretty difficult, you know, West Ham, and then there's an international break, you know, going to into September, but for August that's a very difficult start. I mean, Chelsea away is a very difficult start for us. You know, we could possibly pick up some points against Brentford, and I expect us to pick up points against Brentford, but you never know. This could be a very difficult season next season, and it's going to be very hard to predict where we're going to finish next season, especially if we get the wrong manager in. You know, it has to be the right appointment. I've said this for so long, and yeah. Next, going into September, we have Tottenham at home on the 11th of September scheduled. 7 days later, we take on Liverpool at Anfield, and then the first M23 derby of the season is at Selhurst Park on the 25th of September. We are playing them scumbags at home. I'm not going to say their name because you guys know how much I hate them.
Brian!
See, she has to get involved, didn't she? So, yeah, that's who we're playing. So, yeah. And, yeah, so September, again, you know, August and September are very difficult. It's a very difficult start, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm struggling to see where we're going to get points from, if I'm honest with you. And we could be in, you know, 16th, 17th at that point, and I am a bit worried. But going into October, first game of October is we take on Leicester City, and then there's another international break. Arsenal at the Emirates on the 16th, Newcastle at home on the 23rd, and the last game of October is Manchester City away. I mean, that is a very, very tough opening run of fixtures. I mean, we could be in a relegation fight, you know, should we, you know, don't pick up any points earlier on in the season. It's going to be difficult. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be honest. You know, it's going to be real. It's going to be difficult. And I don't expect us to get many points from these fixtures. Then we go into November. 4 games in November scheduled as well. We take on Wolves in the first game of November, 6th of November. Then there's another international break. I'm getting fucking sick of these international breaks. Then we take on Burnley away, Aston Villa at home, and then Leeds United away. November is the month where we could possibly pick up quite a few points, if I'm honest with you. A lot more easier games, if you understand what I mean. You know, around us, these teams will be around us this season. a real difficult game will be Wolves. 100%. I can just see that being a very difficult game. And then we go into December, the busy Christmas period. First game of December is Man United away, so it doesn't start off easy. Everton at home, and then Southampton at home. So 2 home games in a row, so potentially a chance to pick us up some points. But you never know. I'm looking at the fixtures on my Crystal Palace app. If you've not seen it, I'll leave a link to it in the description. It's not sponsored. I just thought, if you're a Palace fan, I'll leave a link to the description to it in there. Then we got Watford on the 18th of December, and then the Boxing Day game is against Tottenham at Tottenham. Going to be a very difficult game, that. But to round out the month of December, we got Norwich City. Always seem to get Norwich either just before a Boxing Day or before the New Year. I don't know what it is. I don't know why we keep getting Norwich. But yeah, I have to say December's a very winnable games in that month. So we could, easily find ourselves mid-table by this point. And this is where I hope to be. We should be around mid-table. Then we go into the January window. We take on West Ham United the first weekend on New Year's Day. Then it'll be the Emirates FA Cup third round on the 9th of January. Then on the 15th we go to the team from the South Coast at the American Express Stadium. Lovely. Not going to say any more about that because I've probably bored you enough with it.
Yeah.
And to round out the month of January, we take on Liverpool. So again, winnable games, especially in January. We need to pick up some points. You guys know that by now. And then we go into February, where it does get a bit busy. 8th of February we are at Carrow Road. Then we take on Brentford away. Chelsea at home. And then Burnley at home to conclude the month of February. So again, winnable games. Chelsea's the only difficult one in that. So yeah, potentially a chance to pick us up some points. And then we go into March. Wolves away, Manchester City at home, and then Newcastle away. Again, Manchester City's the only real difficult one in that game, in that list. Maybe Wolves. But I can see us picking up points against Newcastle. Hopefully we should be picking up some points. Then we go into April, the last month before the end of the season. Leicester City away, Everton away, Leeds United at home, and then Southampton away. Again, very difficult fixtures. Especially Leicester and Everton will be very difficult. And then to round out the end of the season, going into May, Watford at home, which hopefully we should be safe by then. I don't really want to go it down to the last day of the season because I'll tell you who we have in a minute. Aston Villa at home, away, and then to round out the season, Manchester United at home on the 22nd of May, and that's the scheduled end of the season. But I really hope, coming from a neutral point of view, we should have enough to stay up this season. I mean, whoever the new manager is, they've got a hell of a job. And I'm reading a lot of reports as well that we are being targeted by an American investor. If he is serious about the club, by all means, please put a bid in. As much as I love Steve, as much as I, have a fondness for Steve Parish for what he's done for the club, and I have actually now, I've still not watched it When Eagles Dare documentary is, but I will watch it at some point. It's trying to find time to watch it. I probably will watch it tomorrow because I've got a day off tomorrow. So, but as much as I love Steve Parish and what he's done for the club, getting us out of the hole that we were in 2010 to gaining promotion in 2013, I think a change is needed. and that's just me personal. That's my personal point of view, and it's not disrespect to anyone. If you have a different view, I completely respect your opinion. For me, I respect opinions, but for me personally, I feel his time is up as a co-chairman. But I'm not going to get into it into detail. I'm going to get into it into another video soon. But thank you to everyone that has watched this video. It's not a very long video. It's probably going to be about 10 minutes, you know. But if you're watching this now, please come and check out the live watch along tonight. I will be live streaming from 20 to 8, which is 10 minutes time as I'm filming this, so I just thought I'd get this video out very quickly. And until next time, take it easy.